Hey everybody, welcome back. It is Wellness Wednesday, and today I have decided to get out of the house. I work from home, for those of you who don't know, and I have a lot of changes happening, a lot of moving parts, and I was crying all day yesterday. I was a little emotional the day before. It was Mother's Day. I miss my mom a lot. She is one of the people I would call when I'm in like feeling big feelings. I would call her and couldn't call her, and just a lot going on. All right, so first and foremost, I think getting out of the house is a good idea. I did not put on my makeup, so that's what I'm doing before I go in. Sometimes you just need the energy of like just a different environment, and for me, I love my home. I love my office. But getting out and just kind of being in an environment where I can, like, there's movement, there's activity, things like that, really, really, really matters to me a lot. And so I recommend that for you. I think if you are feeling down, if you're feeling heavy or emotional, I know the world has a lot of moving parts. There's a lot going on. And so maybe getting out of the house is what you need. Or maybe just working from a different environment if you have the opportunity to. Or if you work inside of a building, maybe going and working from a different part. Like maybe your desk brings a lot of stress to you right now because of whatever. Maybe you go and work like from the cafeteria, or you just shift a space, or maybe even just take one meeting in a different location. To me, that is extraordinarily helpful. You know, it's been a minute since I have had like times where I couldn't get a grip on my emotions, but I just really felt sad. I just felt so sad yesterday, and I was trying to just be okay. There's this meme where this little boy is crying and eating a sandwich, and his mom asks if he's okay, and he says, I'm laughing. And I mean, I so related to that. I kept laughing, but I relate to that. Like, I get it. And then it's funny because I sent it to a few people who I know and love, and they were like, are you laughing or crying? And I was like, yes, because I am laughing and crying today. And that's just where I was. And for me, I want to just acknowledge when I have big feelings, I have big feelings. Like, listen, it's just where we are. And I don't want to sugarcoat it, and I don't want to pretend like everything's fine, because everything is not fine. I also think one thing that I was practicing yesterday is box breathing. And I do believe in box breathing. I do believe it works. And I just think for me, I need to be able to control my breathing, because I didn't notice before, but I notice now that I hold my breath when I'm stressed, and my shoulders try to make it up to my ears. I do notice that, and I don't want that. I don't want that at all. I brought a towel because I'm at the point where I need to put powder on, and I do not want powder all down my dress. But here's the last thing. Yesterday and maybe the day before, one thing that I have a challenge with is I eat emotional. So I was snacking on all kinds of things yesterday. And that doesn't make me feel better. Not in the moment, not now. I felt, I pray everybody's well. I didn't feel great then. I don't feel great about it now. My body hurts when I eat the wrong things, and I ate emotionally. And so I recognize that. I know that that's what I do. So today I brought some things with me because I'm going to be away from home. The area that I work has this cute little cafe. There's a restaurant right there as well if I wanted to do that. But I needed to be prepared. I needed to bring things that would help me to not overeat, or not, like, there are chips and there's like pastries and things like that. I don't want to do that. I would very much just like to eat healthy. And so I brought an apple, I brought a banana, I make a parfait now as like overnight oat with chia, and I have my yogurt, my zero sugar yogurt. Then I have some cocoa dusted almond mix, peanut mix, and then I have like a thing of clusters. And that jar is really literally like 7 or 8 points from Weight Watchers. The only reason that it is 8 points is that the overnight oats is what is the most points. Everything else is either 0 or 1. So anyway, but I don't mind it because it really is good for my digestion. Love it. I'm gonna cut up a banana in it. I have my apple to eat. And then I might get some coffee from here because I did not drink coffee this morning, and that's it. Look at this makeup. Ah, she did that. All right, let's go. So we are back home and I am feeling a little bit tired. I just wanted to show you a little bit about what wellness can look like. I think it could look like different things. Yesterday it looked like me crying and laughing and crying and laughing. Today it looked like me getting out of the house and having like fresh air, a fresh new environment. My encouragement to you is that you take advantage of what is accessible to you. So whether that is getting out of your environment, doing something outside of what you are normally doing on a day-to-day basis, whether it is that, whether it is treating yourself to a nice walk around the neighborhood or allowing yourself even the opportunity to cry. Whatever it is that you do, just make sure that you are taking good care of yourself. All right. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye.